Hello and welcome to Martin's Graveyard. Graveyard Hour number 10. We have a little anniversary today, and we are waiting for anyone who would like to join us because there's nobody so far. So let's see. The fire is crackling. It's very cold here. We have one viewer. Welcome to the stream. Are you friend or foe? Okay, you are friend because you gave the thumb ups. Oh, my uncle. Hello. Ellen, welcome. How is it possible that I see one person and both of you said hello? Okay, 5 persons. Let's flip the hourglass for the 10th time already. It's still on the spot, by the way. I haven't figured out anything better so far. Yeah. Good evening, Sean. It's very cold here. It's like 2 degrees Celsius. I don't know how much in Fahrenheit is that, but it's like barely above freezing. I was completely obliterated by sickness, by flu for the whole week. So, welcome, Hugo. Yeah. Hello, Ricardo. Sorry for not writing back to you because I was just destroyed and I started writing today. And yeah, have you seen the newest one? I've just posted it like, I don't know, 2 hours ago. So yeah, it's about my lovely coworker and how I almost died on Monday. I almost crashed in my car with the body in the trunk. And yeah, because I just almost passed out on the freeway. It was very dangerous. I was really weak. Yeah, thanks. I really enjoy writing, but this week I haven't done anything other than lying in bed. I'm going to work tomorrow, and yeah, we'll see how it will go. Can you see the sand here? Okay, it is visible here. It's a little stream of sand. So this is the graveyard hour number 10. I'm happy to announce, and I'm happy that I started doing it because it gives me a sense of community, and I feel like talking with my family or close friends here. So thank you all for joining me so many times. I really appreciate it, and it's a lot of fun. I haven't prepared anything today because, as I said, I'm still a little bit sick, but it's not so bad. I didn't have my voice at all. I had inflamed bladder and fever and you name it. So yeah, and tomorrow's my return to work, and I'm starting next week being on call. So we'll see if something interesting will happen. And one thing that I've learned is that I don't want to do this for much longer, you know. I really like the yeah, thanks. I really like working with death, doing funerals and stuff, but it takes a toll on me. And in Poland, you are cursed to be surrounded with morons most often, because I'm really someone from another planet when it comes to a typical Polish undertaker. So I just can't stand them much longer, but we'll see. Hopefully for 2 more months, and then I will probably change my job. Hopefully, I don't want to tell too much, but hopefully I will return to a place that I shouldn't have left in the first place, and it was the most interesting job that I've ever had, and I'm really hoping to return there. So we'll see, fingers crossed. Yeah, so winter is in full force, and I really don't like that. I'm waiting for the spring. I'm looking around the corner all the time, but no spring there yet. And yeah, there are a lot of holes to be dug. And this time I'm digging as well. Some of them are dug by an excavator. And yeah, there's not much to tell other than that. It was from this week. It started. Hello, I didn't notice who that was. It was on Monday. It happened on Monday, and I went immediately to the bed. I was thinking one thing: just don't crash this car with this lady in the trunk, because that would be just, yeah, it would start a whole machinery of problems, a whole avalanche of problems rather. So it was a very old lady, and a very skinny lady died in a hospital. Most of the people that are malnutritioned and very old are looking the same. They are looking like a skeletal children, but adult sized. Maybe it's the diaper, or maybe it's just me. I started reading the book that I've got from Tim from USA, from California. I don't know if you see this, Tim, but if you do or will later, thank you very much. It's a book titled Will Cat Eat My Eyeballs by Caitlin Doughty, aka Ask the Mortician. Ask a Mortician. Yeah. This book is 200 pages long, and I was reading it and well, to be honest, I haven't learned anything new from it that I didn't know. Although I learned that if you die on a plane, you're not moved anywhere. You're just fastened with seatbelt to your seat, and some kind of a blanket is put over your face, so the others are stuck with the corpse next to them. But it's like it's about 1 in 10 million chance to do that, to encounter that, someone dying on the plane from a heart attack or something. So yeah. Oh, Travis Foreman, hello. It was Travis. So yeah, I have this moron of a coworker. It's just absolutely amazing. Yeah, I've posted pictures that I've made of his toolbox with his makeup kit, and it's just such a mess that's it's unbelievable. And this depicts who he is the best, better than any of my descriptions. So anyway, I was reading this book by Caitlin Doughty, Will My Cat Eat My Eyeballs? And I was like, I was reading it, and it took me 150 pages to realize that this is a book for children. Because I was like, why do you treat reader like a child, you know? And yeah, interesting book. But if you know a lot about death, then you won't learn anything new. But that wasn't the point. She really did a good job in making death less scary for children. Although children are not scared of death, it's the parents that make them scared of death. Yeah, and it stays with us for our whole lives. I mean, not mine. So, yeah, anyway, how is it going with you guys? How do you winter? Some of you are living in Florida or in California, so that's not a problem. Winter is non-existent. But how about you guys in Europe? Does winter gets under your skin or not? Is this chat even working? Oh, okay, it does. Oh, Roku. Yeah, Alan, I need to go to work anyway, regardless. But still, I spent 1 week in bed, and it wasn't like sitting and watching Netflix. It was like I was in a state that even laying in bed is hard. So yeah, I don't like winter. Winter is only fun when you are skiing in Alps. Yeah, we needed to dig graves in this. The earth is solid still, so. Oh, 98th birthday. Happy birthday to your father, Hugo. 98. I would like to live so long, or even longer, but it's cold in the US deep south. Yeah, and there's a harsh winter in Wisconsin, always. Still going strong. I was looking at the pictures of Gunther von Hagens. It's the guy who invented plastination. The Dr. Death, as some of the people call him. Wow. And he looks bad. He had birthday last year. I mean, yeah, obviously, because he still lives, but he's like barely holding on because of this Parkinson disease. If you don't know who I mean the guy who has this Body Worlds exhibition, who invented the plastination method. It's a method of preserving human bodies in silicone mainly, and he discovered and patented that. And Caitlin writes in her book that, well, she clearly dislikes him. That's the first thing. But she writes that the bodies are solid and tough, and they are not, because I touched them. Although it is forbidden, but I just couldn't stop myself, and I needed to know. So the bodies are not cold, they are room temperature, and they are like rubber. Well, I was thinking about writing a book. I have one book in mind for many years now. It's a diary of a young undertaker, the young undertaker being me. And it's a day-by-day recollection of how I started in the business, with all of my first times, first dressing, first funeral service, first body collection, and so on. And yeah, and 5 years had passed since, and I couldn't make myself to sit and just write it. So I've decided to divide it into stories. Diary of a young under. Thankfully, not at the job. Yeah, I have all of the material that I was writing, because every day when I started working as an undertaker, I felt that this is so precious, this won't happen again. So I need to write everything, my hot takes on everything, day by day. So, oh, Sue, hello. So yeah, so I have that. I released like 2 small chapters on my Patreon so far. I'm writing the 3rd one, and I really need to step up this game, this writing game, because I will never release it. So first of all, I will release everything on Patreon. So it's like a day by day, chapter by chapter. Some chapters are a few days, and I'll try to make it not boring, but it's not. It's fun. It's funny to read now with all of my experiences. When I started, what was I thinking, and how I was promising myself to be the best undertaker and to give my best, and I still do, because there's no other way for me, because it's either all or nothing for me. So that's one book that I would like to release. So yeah, stories on Patreon first, and if I gather enough of them for a whole book, then I will try to make an audiobook from it, and then later maybe paperback with my illustrations, of course. But meanwhile, I'm writing other stories, because I'm not only Undertaker. I mean, right now I am only an Undertaker, but I was working as a cadaver lab technician also, and this was equally, if not more interesting, because you are dealing with dissecting people in every way possible, and this is the most fascinating thing that have ever done, and I really miss that, and I would rather be a cadaver lab technician again than freezing my ass off at the cemetery with bunch of idiots. Well, sorry, dead people, but yeah, it's not something that I would like to do for many years. No, I would need to be the boss. That's the only way. Yeah, a lot of people are listening to books rather than reading them, so I think that might be interesting. Hopefully my voice is sufficient to be not hearable, to not be annoying too much for the listeners, and yeah, we'll see about that. But definitely I would love to release my Diary of a Young Undertaker, funeral business in the Wild West, which is Poland. Oh, bonne nuit, watching from France. That's cool. So yeah, so that's one thing, because I have all of these experiences as a, thank you, as a freshman, as a funeral freshman, and the other things are either happening as we speak, which means what happens in my job now, and I have a lot of different memories from other things that I was doing. So it's yeah, I wrote this story on Patreon about human head soup. That one time, Vita Jarek, that one time that I needed to boil the lady's head so she could be scanned and identified by the forensics team. Did they succeed with her? I have no idea. I never got to hear a follow-up because nobody would give me one, because that's none of my business. But yeah, it was interesting nevertheless. I boiled 2 heads in my life, which is 2 heads more than an average person. I cut many more heads off. I can cut a head off in 30 seconds with 3 tools. You just need a hammer, chisel, and a scalpel, depending on what needs to be left. If you need the head with vessels, I mean with neck and vessels, or only the head, it yeah, it makes a difference. Yeah. The background has changed. I don't know. You know what changed? This mirror glitch. How do you know? How do you manage to not get affected mentally when you have to work with bodies that are not nice to look at, like broken bodies, decapitated? I don't work much with these kind of bodies, and I would like to. I would like to collect them, like bodies from the car crashes or hit by a train or something. Not like, it's not like I'm happy about it, but I'm interested. I have nothing to do with their dead. They will die anyway, this way, one way or another, and I would like to see how they look like. But no children, please, because this is just, yeah, it's something else. Especially as a father, it depends on the age of the child, though. I saw a head box at a med school once. Maggots ate the meat before they... Oh yeah, they use beetles and stuff like that. But we didn't have the time, and I didn't have the beetles. There are some departments at the universities in Poland as well, which are doing such stuff. But yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. What else was I talking about? I'm still out of it a little bit, so sorry. Forgive me. Yeah, I can cut a person in many different variations. And it's interesting when you are... everyone has questions about death, and everyone has questions about the human body. And everyone has their ideas about both of them. And most of these ideas are false. And it's really interesting to confront your ideas with reality at one point. And this is a huge privilege for me to be able to do that. So I've seen people so dissected, like in little pieces, so it doesn't move me in any way to see someone without a head or someone rotten. It's more interesting than a usual hospital body. Thankfully, most of the people are still dying from old age, and there are not many young people dying. If they do, it's most often tragically rather than from some kind of a disease. So that's good. And yeah, and children are always hard. I've never done a funeral for a child. The amount of grief and pain from the living would be very hard for me to bear, and thankfully I didn't need to do that yet, and I hope that I will never need to do that in the future. I've seen a 1-year-old child at the morgue recently. There was a boy lying in a little blue plastic bag. I mean, like a a body bag, but for a child. Exactly the same as I showed in my body bags video, but blue. Okay. Yeah, that children are strange. Oh, hello, Kahal, by the way. I don't know if I wished you a Happy New Year yet, so Happy New Year. Yeah, I didn't make any new videos so far. I wanted to make a last year recap, but I couldn't get myself to it because I was sick. But I would like to do it in a form of a music video. Yeah. Let me take a sip of my tea. Oh, Becky, hello, welcome. I'll just answer shortly to my Polish colleague here, because he is writing about a funeral that he was attending, and the gravestone had leaned somehow. I don't know which gravestone this is. Okay, I don't know. Jarek, to jest zbyt skomplikowane. Nie wiem, czy siadł dół, czy dół był za blisko nagrobka i nagrobek siadł, bo dół kopali. Nie mam pojęcia, za mało jest informacji, ale teraz nie będziemy o tym rozmawiać. To nie jest czas i miejsce na to, wiesz? Także sorry. I'm looking into becoming a mortician, but I'm still questioning myself if I can handle certain bodies. Which bodies do you mean? Like, most of the bodies are old people, that's for sure. I don't know if you are in the USA or in Europe. Where are you from? The mortician aspiring person here. SW Monkey Raf SW. How is your family and how was your Christmas and New Year, Martin? I don't mind telling you, it was a good Christmas. It was the first Christmas that I didn't mess up in any way. We have no, I've translated one book and never again. No, translating is like, it's hard enough to translate my own thoughts somehow, sometimes, because I just forget most basic words. Oh yeah. I read that in a French accent, like broken, decapitated, children. Sorry, I'm from France. France. Well, I don't know. It depends on the It's not like you get 100 decapitated children or something. I've never, I was, for like, I don't know how many bodies. Let's say I dealt with 500 bodies by myself, personally. So there wasn't one child in there. There wasn't anyone decapitated. If someone is decapitated, you put him into the casket and close the casket, and that's it. No viewing, nothing. So there's not. Don't think about it like that. Try to start. Like with, I was beating myself up. Just let me adjust the firewood because it's very cold here. For many years, I was wondering about how will I react to a dead body, and I was making this whole mythology around it. And when I first got to the mortuary, the light is off, by the way, and I saw this numerous dead bodies, I was almost laughing at myself, because it turned out that they were just dead bodies. Nothing less and nothing more. Is this better or without the ring light? I don't know. It's the legend that surrounds dead bodies. They are not so scary as they are presented to be by everyone. And most of the people have no idea what they are talking about, and they've seen a dead body on a funeral only, or in a stupid movie, which I cannot watch anymore because this is so dumb every time. The light doesn't seem necessary. Roger that. Yeah, because it was reflecting in my glasses. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, dead bodies are not so scary. You cannot get anything from them, really. I mean, you can some stuff like I forgot the English name. Some diseases, but not many. But mostly they are just dead bodies. And it's so, I felt so silly for the first time when I saw a dead body, because I was thinking about it and preparing myself mentally for so many years. And it was just, what, that's it? Oh, hey, Timothy. Welcome. I'm almost done with the first book, and I will Will Cat Eat My Eyeballs? Oh, by the way, let's see if that's possible. Have you decided yourself if you will be cremated or buried? Well, with digging in this frozen soil, I'm thinking to be cremated now, because I don't want to make a lot of troubles for the guys that will be burying me someday. God, I just hope that they won't be morons, as my colleagues are. I mean, not all of them, but some of them are just unbelievable. I'm just gonna take my prop here. So the title of the book is Will Cat Eat My Eyeballs? And the obvious answer is no. Don't you donate your body to science? Yes, but I don't think that my wife will allow it, knowing who will receive and handle my body. If they will outlive me and hello Joe, and yeah, we'll see. I would love to be dissected by some talented people and presented to students, every part of me. I would like to see that myself, how I look inside, but that's pretty much impossible nowadays. But we'll see. It maybe in a decade or so. Oh, I didn't clean that up. It will be possible, but I'm almost sure that. Sorry. Okay, I thought that it was something from the cat. I'm almost sure that my wife will outlive me, so she will be the person deciding about my fate. If she wouldn't let me be donated to science, then, which I signed the papers and everything, but she has the last word still, and that's good because she will make the right decision. But if I wouldn't be donated to science, then I think the easiest thing would be to cremate me. Maybe by then you could have a urn with ashes on the mantle or something, but for now it's like forbidden in Poland, which is absolutely criminal for me because they are like human remains, but it's not. It's just minerals. There's not even DNA in them. There's nothing. You cannot you cannot identify a body by cremains. Yeah, I've been in the cinema on this movie with Russell Crowe recently. It was in Nuremberg, I think. That's how you read that. About these the trials at Nuremberg in Germany, about Hermann Goering, which was played by Russell Crowe. And at one point in the movie, they showed the real footage from concentration camps. It was really something. I think I will be cremated as well. Well, it's the cheapest, fastest, and the least hassle of every kind of burial. Anyway, they used real footage. The Allied troops had made this movie, which is available on YouTube if you dare to watch it, and it's about the what they've seen when they came to liberate the concentration camps, and I've never seen anything like it. They just took the civilians, the German civilians, to exhume the bodies because they were buried too shallow and the stench was overwhelming, and you can see everything on the video. But yeah, if you're sensitive, I really don't recommend seeing that. It was hard for me to watch, but it would be like 100 times harder if I wouldn't be dealing with dead bodies so much. Yeah. Anyway, will my cat eat my eyeballs? This is my favorite skull. Oh yeah, you can just put something like, I don't know the title of it. It's about hour long. like American movie, American video about concentration camps, something like that. And they used the real footage in the movie, and they didn't tell the actors that this is what they will see. So the reaction was genuine, and yeah. Yeah, the movie is really interesting. Russell Crowe is great as Goering, and the footage is just very, very graphic. Yeah. At the full movie, they show the stuff that they were making from human skin and whatnot. And the German civilians were like, "Hi, we're going on an adventure, hey," to the camera. But because they had no idea what they are getting themselves into. And then they saw like a huge cart with a pile of bodies, and the faces were changing by the second. They were like absolutely devastated, as every normal human being would be seeing something like that. They had no idea. It's amazing. It's amazing how cruel people can be to other people. But okay, this got really dark, so to lighten the mood a little bit, will my cat eat my eyeballs? This is my favorite cat skull. This is my favorite skull, by the way. I prepared it by myself. This was a very unfortunate cat. Oh, I read something at Reddit recently, because I decided to browse internet for a little bit since I'm bedridden and sick, and I was looking at Casual UK. This is one of my favorite subreddits, and there's this absolutely gem of a topic named "The Weirdest Thing That You've Seen in the UK." So one of the answers was that the guy went around the corner somewhere and seen a guy sawing a head off of the cat, and his answer to his comment was like, "This guy definitely killed this cat." Yeah, that's the movie, Timmy. So the guy was sure that that guy killed the cat, because if he wouldn't kill the cat, he would take the cat home and cut his head back at home. So I don't know what kind of a reasoning is that. Anyway, I didn't kill this cat. The Transformer kid killed this cat. This cat went up the transformer. We heard the bzz, zap. Then he fell down, laid there for 2 days, and I've decided that I will have a cat skull. So you can see his little tiny teeth here, and this is my eye. So he wouldn't have a chance to even bite my, I don't know if this is visible, to even bite my eyeball properly, as you can see. Yeah. The eyelid is a different story, but there is no chance that a cat or a dog, for that matter, or a human would eat your eyeball. Eyeballs are very elusive, by the way. It's very hard to scoop out an eyeball. I was trying, so I know. I was trying for science. I needed to remove the eyeballs, but you need to do it the other way if you want to save the arteries and the visual nerve. You need to saw off the top of the skull here at the frontal bone and around it. Just take the brain off, and then you need to saw with the reciprocal saw, like here and here, and break this off, break the upper orbit off, which is paper thin, and then just slowly pry the whole eye while cutting it out of the orbit, because every eye has 4 big muscles. It's not like the eye will go because you just put a finger in someone's eye. It's all nonsense. There are a lot of myths about human body, and I'm here to bust them all. Unfortunately, if I ever get to work as a cadaver lab technician again, I won't be able to show anything from my work, but I can tell something, so there's a lot to tell. I was thinking about taking pictures. I mean, you cannot take pictures. I mean, maybe you can, but you cannot post pictures because of decency and ethics and stuff like that. But if you are autistic and have a photographic memory and artistic skill, granting you the sufficiently high realism that it is almost unrecognizable from a picture, then is it okay or not? If you'll make the resolution lower, if it's okay, is it okay then to show something? I've decided to, I don't know if it's upstairs. I was making this this painting from with dead hands, a guy with dead hands in a body bag, from a picture that I took one day, and it turned out pretty realistic. I wanted to prove my point with this, that this is not the picture, this is a painting of a picture, so it doesn't count. But I don't know what to think about it. I've decided to skip this altogether and draw things like a child. I didn't prepare anything for today, but you'll see some drawings of mine in the next week and on Patreon sooner, I think. And paradoxically, it is very hard to draw like a child, because we are, as adults, are molded already, and we are looking for patterns, and the child is free, and it's so deep. I was having this high fever on Tuesday in my bed, and I was thinking about it, and it was so clear why children are drawing as they do. And maybe I will do a whole video about it, but I will definitely draw some scenes from my work, but make them look like a child drew them. So it will be a bit of creepy, because it would look like a child has seen the scenes, but it's interesting. It's definitely guilt-free at this point. And Tracey Emin, this young British artist from the same era as Damien Hirst, she did something like that. She drew her abortion as a child's drawing, which was a very interesting idea, very symbolic. So I would like to draw this rotting man that I was writing about. And This Is My Life Now on Patreon. And I would like to make a few renditions of this rotting man, because this scene it's still stuck in my head. Everything was so colorful and nice, with this childlike duvet and this brownish, beige, bloated, rotting guy in the middle of it. It was surreal, absolutely surreal. And life is surreal. in general. I think we shouldn't. I think that life is way too seriously. I messed it up. I think that the life is way too serious to be treated seriously. It's not a mine quote. It's not my quote. I've seen this quote by a guy in his late 60s, I think, doing backflips, doing front flips. I mean, on the trampoline, but on this Olympic trampoline, which I've decided to not use anymore, because the last time I was doing a double backflip, I just hit the edge with the base of my skull. I thought that I cut my tongue. I bit my tongue completely off, but I didn't. I just bit the very end off, like 1 millimeter, not even. Yeah, I was thinking that my teeth are gone. I was absolutely horrified by that. And later, one of the younger guys who was showing off all the time, he did something, a backflip with something, and he landed and broke his back, and that was it for him. I don't know what's up with him, but I think it's paralyzed, and I decided that I think that I'm too old for trampoline, and this is not the best way to deal with my midlife crisis. So I finally bought my sewing machine, and I unpacked it today, but I haven't used it yet, but I will. So instead of a Harley Davidson or something, or bungee jumping, which I did anyway, it was fun many years ago, I've decided to buy myself a sewing machine and learn how to sew. Finally, I will definitely make characters for a home theater. So we will be playing stuff with my son for mommy, and I was thinking that if all goes well, I will definitely make costumes for my son, and maybe dresses for my wife. But that's that's a high horse right now for me. Oh, Hans, long time no see. Howdy. I hope you are well. I haven't heard from you in ages. I'm still waiting for this chicken video. I mean, chicken homesteading, or chicken, how to keep chickens and what to do with chickens, because I would like to have my own chickens someday. I don't have the means for that right now, but I would like to know what's the deal with the chickens. Yeah, I could be better, but it's not bad. Oh, speaking of secrets, some time ago, I was asking you to guess what is my favorite scene from The Shining, and which is my all-time favorite scene from any movie at all. Oh yeah, I cannot wait for the washing machine. Anyway, here's an answer. No, my favorite scene from The Shining, it's the bar scene. It's when Jack comes angry at Wendy, sits in front of the bar, and he said, God, I would give anything for something, for a drink, just a glass of beer, my goddamn soul. And as soon as he says that, the barman appears, and he says like, hi Lloyd, little slow tonight, isn't it? And the barman says, yes, it is, Mr. Torrance. What'll it be? I'm awfully glad you asked me that, Lloyd, because I just happen to have two 20s and two 10s right here in my wallet. I was afraid they're gonna be there until the next April. So here's what. You slip me a bottle of bourbon, little glass, and some ice. You can do that, can't you, Lloyd? You're not too busy, are you? No, sir, I'm not busy at all. Good man. You set him up and I'll knock him back, Lloyd, one by one. White man's burden, Lloyd, my man. White man's burden. I know this whole scene by heart. I have seen this, I don't know, like 500 times. There's something about this scene that just makes me feel like a patted dog. It makes this wind howling in the distance, and the Nicholson's voice, and everything is just perfect in this scene. Yeah, there's an interesting bit in there. The barman fixes the drink, bourbon on the rocks, and Jack Nicholson says, reaches for the wallet and sees no money and says, "Hey Lloyd, it seems that I'm temporarily light. How's my credit in this joint anyway?" "Your credit's fine, Mr. Torrance." "That's swell. I like you, Lloyd. I always like you. You are always the best of them. Best goddamn bartender from Timbuktu to Portland, Maine. Or Portland, Oregon, for that matter." And as precisely at the moment when he says, "It seems that I'm temporarily light," at light, a little bubble pops at the bottle. So you can check it out if you're curious. This was a scene that I was watching every day for weeks when I was living in England for 6 months. So that was the only time I was living abroad in my life, and it just put me to sleep. It was absolutely amazing, and I love that scene. Here's to 5 miserable months on the wagon and all the irreparable harm that it's caused me. Thanks. And he drinks the apple juice. Oh yeah. With that being said, the movie is far better for me than the book, but I've seen movie many times before. I've read the book, and I read the book at the wrong time and didn't like it, but yeah, to each its own. Let me adjust the fire, and we will be ending shortly because I'm still sick. I need to get back home. And yeah, there's really not much to tell today because I haven't made anything new, and I wasn't at work for 1 week, so no stories, nothing spectacular, but yeah. Anyway, I would like to thank you all for joining me today and 10 times before, or even more, and here's to 10 more times. Earl Grey tea, by the way. So I will do this about 40 times more this year, and I don't have any plans for this channel right now. We'll see. I won't be as obsessed as I was the last year, because it was destroying me. And I think that's pretty much it. The sand is gone, and so I will be. I wish you all great day, week, evening, anything you want. I love you guys. Thank you for being with me. See you next week. Check out my Patreon.